Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Let's see. Anyway, okay. Good evening, RV Debs here. It is Wednesday, and I'm here. Hi, Georgiana. Nice to see you. Hi, Scruggs. I was just thinking about you. I love my rug. I'm gonna have to take a video of the rug for the bath for the shower mat. It's pretty cool. Hi, Sally. Hi, Linda. Sally, dear. Sally fell, you guys. How you feeling? I know you're probably pretty darn sore. Hi, Callie Cat. Yeah, that's the one thing, we were just talking about how careful we have to be when we're walking places because falling is not an option. I mean, it happens, but I mean, it's just, anyway, I'll take a picture of that rug, those Scruggs, because it's nice. It's the neatest material. It's very, breathable. And after I take a shower, I pick it up and put it over the side. Yeah, she got a broken rib and a concussion. I don't know how you did that falling backwards because I've been to your house. Oh my gosh. Anyway, are you feeling a little better? I mean, you're okay. I don't know how okay you could be. Yeah, I don't. Sally fell on her stairs. She fell backwards. Hello, Jose. Welcome. Nice to see you. I bet you're sore. I fall down and I mean, like I'm still healing from that. It looks a lot better now. But man, my arms get it. I really do. I bruise so easily. I just bump something really hard and I'll get a bruise. I went, hi Zelda. I went to get a blood test and a fasting blood test. And guess I tell the lady, I go, I bet it did. Hi Jerry. Yeah, we gotta be so careful. So I go to get the blood test. I tell them I have lousy veins. Just do it in my you can see the veins and it's just do it. There's the bruise. I mean, I've never had a bruise like that. So you fell in the bath, Linda, you. Gosh. Yeah, the bathroom's a dangerous place. I have a very small bathroom enough. I mean, it's pretty yeah, right? Uh, And I might have to like have a surgery to get or to help fix my I have a hernia and it's I lost like 20 something pounds and with that the hernia part poked out. Now it pokes out way more than it ever did. So I don't know. I'm going to go to the doctor next week. I have an appointment. Oh yeah, thank you, Sally. Thumbs up would be really appreciated, you guys. I'm trying. I'm trying to create content. I know I'm not the best at it, but I do try. When did you do that, Linda? How long ago? I know I've fought. I don't have it knocking on some wood if there is any wood around. Well, there is wood right here. Um, I've caught myself twice when I fall, and one time I caught myself and got cut up here, and the last time I got there because I just I catch myself 2 months ago. Oh, thank God you're okay. Hello, Sharon. Welcome. How much protein do I eat daily? Well, I can't say how much I don't really I eat like at least 3 eggs a day, so that's protein. And then like tonight I had like a chicken thigh and part of a chicken breast, a rotisserie chicken. And then I had Brussels sprouts, roasted Brussels sprouts. So I don't really measure it. Probably I should. And it's not easy because sometimes I'll have a big steak, other times it's a smaller steak and I'll have, some vegetables. I've been doing the vegetables. I mean, I'm not a carnivore, I'm a ketovore. And I'm actually kind of getting into like I just bought these blackberries. And hey, so let's screw this question. Do you know? Yeah, I don't know how much protein exactly I eat, but I'll eat a whole steak. Or if I make a chuck steak that's good for like maybe 3 helpings. I mean, I don't I eat pretty good. I've always been a pretty big I have a good appetite. I do. I don't pig out or anything, but I eat. Sold your condo. Wonderful. Congratulations. And now your new adventure, huh? That's a good feeling. I remember when I sold my mobile home and had some money. I bought an RV. Hey, Michelle. I am trying really, really a lot. I'm such a sugar addict or carb addict, food addict, in general. I never overeat on salty stuff. Like I don't get a bag of potato chips and that's not my style, but cookies, candy, cakes, pastry, uh, s- fruit, sweet, I love. And it still calls me. Like I have blackberries right now. But I will say that I haven't had any bread. I haven't really had anything carb loaded in a long time, like 6 months. It's difficult. Like last night I went to Pokino, which is in the clubhouse here, and there's about at least 8 of us, maybe around 8 or 9. I know I'm going to take care of it. I am. You don't have to retract your message. I got the message. Um, I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh yeah. Anyway, Sharon, it's fantastic that you got your settlement ready to move on. Oh yes, so I've been eating vegetables, but I really have done well now. I was going to say at Pokino. Sorry. How easy is it to just lose the train of thought? Um, we have an hour that we play and then we take a break, and there's usually some goodies. And last night there was like looked like homemade fudge and caramel popcorn, a big huge tub of it for everybody to help themselves. And there was chicken and kind of like an Asian style rice, I think. And I did have about maybe a couple tablespoons of that, and that's the first rice I've had in a long time. And I'm thinking it's going to be really hard because I just went to the groceries today, and everywhere is Thanksgiving dinners and cranberries. I love cranberry sauce and stuffing, and sweet potatoes, and I haven't had those things, and I'm scared that if I do eat some of them on Thanksgiving, it's gonna trigger that dopamine that you get when you eat sugar or whatever your drug of choice is. So I am a little worried because it's 6 months and I kind of am missing, bread and flour products. I did buy some egg white, like little fake egg white tortillas. I got them on Amazon and they're good, but they don't have any flavor. All they do is hold the eggs together. So, hi, Deborah. Linda, are you trying to scare me? Are you trying to scare me? Because you are. I'm sorry that you were in for 5 days and it was painful. I just, I've held that off for years, years. And I had gone to a surgeon years ago and he said, it's not ready, you're okay, and I know you're warning me. I know you're warning me, and I know that you're doing it to just warn me. It just makes me I'll hesitate. Hi, Diane. I would hope so, Diane, but boy, my stomach, all my life, I've been able to really, pretty much eat anything and not get stomach aches. If I get a stomach problem, I have a flu. But I hope that if I have a little bit of like stuffing or a little cranberries with my turkey, that it doesn't trigger because there's gonna be, and it's not just, there's gonna be this huge table full of sugar, all kinds of pies and cakes and stuff. And I'm worried about it because I'm not gonna eat it, but it sure is a strain. I looked in the kitchen, I looked at the fudge, I was like, "Jeez," even the popcorn, which was sugared, I didn't take it, but I wanted it. I really wanted it. Yeah, I'm gonna see. Yeah, I'm not gonna overdo. I will probably have a tablespoon of this or that, but not a lot. And I don't have anything home. I'm gonna make Brussels sprouts and bring them, which is one of the things that I'm into right now. I love Brussels sprouts. And then I got these blackberries, and they look so pretty. Let's have a blackberry. Isn't that nice? Look at that thing. It's a big one. Mm. You had 4 hernias. I have an umbilical hernia, which is near the belly button. Our park is pretty full. It's not completely. There's still people coming in the next couple weeks, but it is booming again. When you say you had 4 hernias, were they like and were they an umbilical hernia or what? Oh, that was delicious. Look how big this one is. That's huge. I know though about hernias because I have looked it up over the last 10 years. I've had it for at least 10 years, maybe a little longer. I got it. I know how I hurt myself. First of all, I had my gallbladder out and my stomach, it was never the same after the gallbladder. And they did it through the belly button, like the poke 4 holes around. I came through that okay. But one day when I just started RVing and I basically just started my channel, I was camping with a friend of mine and he said, grab the other side of this picnic table. It was a real heavy picnic table. And I said, sure, and then we were going to move it closer. And I felt it. I felt a tear. I felt it happen. So I did go to the doctor over it because I didn't know what it was and it hurt. And I was told being heavy, being fat, having stomach fat, that a hernia would poke into your fat, into your visceral fatty area, and would kind of cement the hole with the fat. Now that I've lost weight, I don't know if I just lost some of the fat around it and it's poking out. I can see that it's poking out. So I'm going to be checked next week. Yeah, we're having a big Thanksgiving dinner at our clubhouse too. The park provides the turkey and the turkey and the potatoes, I think, and then there's going to be ham and there's going to be all kinds of stuff. Hi, Liz. How are you? Yeah, so we're talking about Thanksgiving coming next week. And I was at the store today and everybody was I mean, the store looked like it was going to be Thanksgiving Thursday. They had big turkeys that weren't cooked yet, but all seasoned in these domes, plastic, and you could take it home with you and cook it. And I'm thinking, why would anybody want to get a turkey that's not frozen, or even the side dishes that they had, really nice ones, and then wait till next week to make them? Don't you think, Catherine, that they should know that? She was a very young girl. She felt bad. She said, "I'm sorry," and she was sorry. So, yeah, that's it. Just I've never had that happen. Usually, if I tell them to do it on my hand, they do a good job at it. It's a little needle, and this one it hurt. Liz had snow today in England. How nice! Getting ready for the Christmas cheer. Below your waist. Mine's like there's the belly button. Let's say right there, and it's like right there. And I feel like it's sticking out when I wear clothes. I feel it. It's different than it was, so I have to get it checked. I know. And it scares the hell out of me because the hospitals in this area, I would not say that we are in the best medical area. We really. Mm-mm. I don't know if she used a butterfly needle, but it sure didn't feel like it. Cali cat, hernia poking out of your skin. Well, yeah, you could. It's like a bump. It's raised. I was on Weight Watchers many times, although every Weight Watchers is always changing things. But I know what I'm supposed to eat and what I'm not supposed to eat, and I just have to be strong. And sometimes I'm stronger than other times. Yeah, it's poking out, but it's rounded. It's not like a thing sticking out. I'm going to find out next week. I've had it for a long time, so um, every time I take my laundry out, like a big hamper, I'm straining myself. I'm not supposed to lift heavy stuff when you have a hernia. And I have to. Who's going to move things for me? Nobody's going to move my stuff for me. And Jim, he's got knee problems. His poor knee, he had his knee done. And it's not, easy. It's not healing that great. And I just feel so bad at, like he's my buddy, but we can't help each other physically. That sounds awful, Linda. Well, I'm glad you got over it. That doesn't sound like a real good thing. Hey, Lupita. Nice to see you. Welcome. Sally, you have right now, you got to heal yourself up. Can I help you? Two older women helping each other, right? I really feel like a senior. I am starting to, I mean, my hair is completely silver now, just about the whole head. I need a hairdo. Tomorrow I'm getting my nails done because they are so overgrown. I'm going to break them. Can you tell? See how much they've grown? If you need something, Sally, I can help you too. You know that? Especially if you're hurt like now. Do you need groceries or anything? And I'm working, and here it's changed here, by the way. I have one side handrail which I use. Yeah, our weather here is like summer. It really is. It's really nice. We have very mild temperatures. We got maybe up to 99, about 90 today. It's still real warm. Yes, you have groceries, or yes, you need me to go get you help you with groceries. We only live like what, 15 minutes from each other, which is not bad considering. Yeah, my handrail, I wish I had a handrail on both sides, but I only have one side. But I do go slow down the stairs. You have a few what for 15 years? I got lost. I'm gonna get a haircut, you guys. This is way too long. Georgiana, really? I will tell you what. Next time I have my blood drawn, because I do every at least 6 months. I am First of all, I don't think I'd let that girl. You are messing up. It's okay. I hope you're okay. Concussion can make you mixed up. But anyway, yeah, I don't think I'd let that young girl do my blood work. See, because normally they'll try here, they'll put the thing on and they'll feel it, and then they can't feel it, they can't see it. We go over here. I save them. I go, look, you know, I've got. Well, now they look sore, but you can see, at least you can see them. 15 minutes from each other. Yeah, we're not far. We aren't far. It's just down the road. It sounds, Sharon, like you found the right place to retire, you know. Um we don't have 55 plus here, but there is a lot of people that are older that come to this park. Um but we have so many activities, and it does help to if you feel like doing something, there's always something to do. Burr, that sounds cold, Linda. But you live up in the mountains, so I would expect snow. That's where people go to get to the snow in California. It's pretty nice. Yeah, we'll have to have a conversation for sure. I'm so sorry. How did an ambulance have to come, Sally? Or did you drive yourself, or did someone take you? Hi, Doug. Aw. Mwah. It's nice to see you. Yes. I got the air conditioner on right now. Our weather is like summer. I'll show you. Right now it's 80. 80 degrees. That's why the air's on. I'm looking forward to getting colder air. But I'll show you basically our weather. I don't know why they're doing that. Okay. That's like our week ahead. Got it. Circle. There. So it's summer like. It's lovely. You don't love summer? Hi, Ms. You had to put air in all four of your tires today. Cold weather slowly makes them. Yeah, I guess it's a little different than I got here, huh? Thanks for coming in, Diane. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I only have 21 thumbs up. That's not very many. It really would be nice if y'all did that. Yeah, we were just having very more like summer up north weather. In the summer here we bake, but this is perfect. I'm enjoying the weather. Oh, I'm glad your neighbor was there. That's awful when they miss your vein and they keep doing it and they're like taking the needle and going through the vein and around it. Oh, Sharon says wind chill in Maryland, where she is. Last week at 6 a.m. was 18 degrees. Yeah, that's a big jump from 50. Yeah, because I mean, I've been to the area where you live, and it's the mountains, so it snows, and you got to have snow tires. Yeah, but I'm glad you guys are, you're safe up there, and your son takes good care of you. You're very fortunate. So is he, of course. I kind of feel alone. I feel like Jim and I both we talk like that. I feel like I'm an orphan. I'm a senior orphan. I don't have family, and I don't really have too many friends around either. So I don't see anyone giving me thumbs up. Just 23 of you out of 67. Yeah, it's okay. Fine. Thanks, Sharon. I appreciate the thumbs up. I do. It helps my analytics, and I'm just a tiny little channel here in the world of channels. What really gets me is when you hear about somebody that has a view like a million views and they make tons of money, tons of money. Yeah, right now I have 28 thumbs up and 66 friends, friends that gathered in here tonight, which is nice. I love having my live stream. But I'm getting old. I would think, Catherine, that a good lab blood, whatever you call them, a lab technician that does draw blood, that would be happy to get a hint on, like if this is how they usually get. Thank you, Tommy's Angels. Yeah, I got 28. 28. That's okay. Let's see if I can get to 30. Had a huge need. I haven't seen Amanda in a while. I talked to her on video chat recently. She's not coming to my channel. That's sad. I'll eat another blackberry and just not worry about it. I love them. I think they're so pretty. You had a huge needle in the ER. Yeah. South Texas Nana. Do I know you? Names names ringing a bell. Mhm. Yeah, every decade, I guess, has something that makes you know your body's changing. That makes a lot of sense, Sharon. I was the only one. Well, I don't know if I was the only one, but I was the only one that I was there. She should have used something else. It's okay. Not that big of a deal. It's healing. I would just think that they I mean, I wouldn't want to hurt anybody. And I don't know how I've drawn blood before because when I was at like, oh, Harlington. Okay, well that's not far. When I Anyway, I don't even know what, sometimes I lose trains of thought. Is that because I'm getting old? I'm gonna blame it on that. So what else? Well, I haven't really been doing a whole lot. Grocery store. I do notice that everything at the grocery store is more money. What used to be $100 is now $125. That kind of thing. Well, thank you for the thumbs up, and I appreciate it. I don't even have castor oil. What do you mean a castor oil pack? I don't know what that is, other than I know what castor oil is, but I don't have castor oil. Hi, Sheila. I got so many. That's a little thing compared to some people. I know that's going to be. I got to handle it. And if the doctor says go to the surgeon, because that's what I did last 10 years ago. I went to my regular doctor. He sent me to the surgeon. The surgeon looked at it, felt it, and said, you can live like this for a long time. Just try not to pick anything heavy up. Yeah, I have 34 now. It's getting better. I'm feeling better about that. Yeah. So like I'm just, I also notice and realize as I get older that I am much more of an introvert than an extrovert, and I probably always has have been, but when I was younger, a lot younger, I don't know, I had more I don't know what it is, but actually I have a hard time socializing. When I get out there with a bunch of people, I tend to, not really enjoy all kinds of people around. I'm a homebody. I am. I only need a couple good friends that I can communicate with to be happy. And you guys, I don't know what would do without my channel because it's been over 10 years that I've been sharing my life, my ups and downs and stuff. Hi, Lynn. Thank you. Yeah, ups and downs of life. That's what we do as a content creator. That's what we do. We share our lives, our souls. So and people are always like judging us, telling us what we're doing wrong or what we should do. That's the price that you pay. That's the price of having a YouTube channel is knowing that what the way you see your life and the way you think, not everybody's gonna agree with you. Um, I really don't care. As a matter of fact, the older I get, the less I care about people caring, loving me and stuff. Yeah, I stay home a lot too. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. My artwork, I haven't done any artwork. I honestly, I have procrastinated and I just put it off and days go by. Hey, Doug, see you tomorrow. I look forward to it. At least I have a nice boyfriend, man friend, boyfriend. I think that's my social. That is my social these days is Second Life, dancing with him, and enjoying ourselves, playing games. I'm going to Pokino, but I really did not enjoy myself this time. I just I don't want to face the food. People like to gossip. I don't want to gossip. I don't want to even know anything, you know? And this kind of place, this kind of a RV resort that people come every year for 10, 15 years. They know each other really well, and it's like people talk. People do talk. And I don't know, even hearing it, I don't know. Is it me or am I like strange? Why can't I enjoy being out with everybody? Sally said that's why she doesn't participate at her part. I do try to participate a little bit. I do. I know. Tonight they had a guy, I think it was a musician. I don't know. I think there was a musician tonight. I do like peace and quiet. I really do. Don't have to go partying. And everyone gossips. I mean, I've seen it. As soon as they have a chance to talk about somebody else, they do. And they talk about me too. So I mean, if people that talk about other people will talk about you also. So it's good to have a good neighbor. I have a couple. I have two neighbors, Jim and there's two Kathys, and there's Kathy right here next to Jim. I think if anything happened and I called her, she would come and help. Do we hang out? No, we don't hang out together, you know? Um, Greg, the manager too, he's an MD. This we have a doctor that's the manager now, which is really weird to me to be able to be an MD, the manager of this park and other parks before this, and uh, a retired uh, helicopter lieutenant or captain. It's a lot. It's a lot. But anyway, he's here, and if there's any kind of physical problem, I would call him. Yeah. Matter of fact, one night I was feeling like my heart was racing, literally racing. The do, 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 do. I wasn't sure why, other than maybe dehydration, because I have to force myself to drink water. And well, he's an MD, and he's retired service helicopter, and he's still an MD, but he's not working like he volunteers. He does. I don't know exactly the story because it's a lot. But anyway, I called him because my blood pressure was higher, and basically I was feeling better in about an hour, and let him know. But it's kind of nice to have a doctor, and he's a trip. This guy is, he might be watching, I don't know, but he's very interesting guy. And I am doing a lot more. We have a store. I have some pictures. Let me share. I'm going to take more this coming week. But I did take a few, and I'm going to share them in a video. But let me see if I can share some part, a little bit of it. Let's see. Okay, well, this is a picture of the second half of the new office, and on this side is Greg's desk, and mine is in front. That's where we work. And you can lock that area. I'll show you. Um, and here's some of the snacks that we're going to be selling. Wait a minute. All kinds of candy and batteries and potato chips and I don't know, water and soda. No, we don't have Sunday services right now. And then this is a picture. Oops. Wait a minute. Where is it? Okay. And this picture of the uh, Greg's partner put up and they call it the bird cage. This is going to be the bird cage lounge or the bird cage something. But they're still working on it. So, you know, things are happening, and I'm going to have to, sell. There's going to be a computer. So if somebody buys, let's just say somebody buys Lay's potato chips, I just click. Supposedly, I don't know yet. I haven't seen it. It just touch the screen on the potato chips in one, and that's how they ring it up. Yeah, it's like the birdcage, birdcage store, the birdcage. I don't remember what he said, but so many changes. Oh my God. At one point, we're going to be selling beer and wine and have a little pizza cafe, literally a pizza cafe out of one of the small trailers that I don't know. I don't know. There's so much stuff going on here. It's almost too much. Yeah, our numbers of our homes are all changing. The dog park's moving. They're going to have a playground for children back by the dog park. Um, I might have to wear a T-shirt to work that says Americana. Things are changing, and that's the one thing we can all count on in our life is that don't get too comfortable because things change. And the best thing is to be flexible enough to go with the change. Just take it as a change, another change. What else could go wrong? You know? I mean, we grow up, we get through high school, we sometimes get married, sometimes we don't. We go through all these love and loss and changes and then we lose our mate, my husband and my father and my mother and my sister and my cousins and aunts and uncles. Everyone just and every time someone does, there's a change. So I just go with the change. I as much as I can. Isn't that crazy? I feel a little crazy about it, but I don't really care anymore. I don't even fight, flee, or flow. Yeah, go with the program. Don't make waves. I've been here 2.5 years. It'll be 3 years in December. 3 years. And I've been here, don't know. Don't know what's going on. Don't have a clue. I just know that every day I get up, I make the best of the day. If I'm working for this place, I do the best I can to treat people really nicely and I'll be there. It's going to be more for me than less, but in a way I like it because it gives me some stuff to do. Yep, you can lose people before they die. So, as you get older, you roll with the punches and yeah, things happen. Now my skin's real thin. That's what I've noticed. My arm skin, if you poke me, I'm gonna have a bruise, you know. Um, I don't like to walk. I really don't like walking. And I mean, we all walk. And if you're lucky enough to walk, you walk. But do I enjoy walking? Because I've really tried to tell myself, you go for a walk. And I get maybe a couple blocks and I want to turn around and come home. And I don't like that. That's something I don't like about myself that I give up the physical. It's hard. It's hard. It really is. Does anyone feel like that's hard for them to get out and walk around? And I don't feel like I used to. I'm not sure footed like I used to be. If there's a stair, I used to sit down on the stairs. I'm afraid to sit down on the stairs because I'm gonna have to get up. It's getting old is not for the lighthearted. I mean, you do have to learn how to roll with the flow. Um, we have put cotton ball on it and bend elbow. Kelly cat. That's what I do. I I mean I do walk Lily. That's your liability is walking. I know. I know. You have to walk with a purpose. I agree with you. I have looked at a couple of videos on physical therapy walking, and I really do try to consciously take these steps, but I don't have the right shoes. They're expensive. I'm terrible at shoes. If I put an enclosed shoe on, usually I can't stand it. And some people don't walk because their legs are weak for the blood draw. I mean, look, cotton ball and bend elbow. Anyway, so yeah, it's a chore. I did the store today, and thank God for the cart because I like lean on it, and it's not great to feel that way, but that's true, and I don't want to fall. Like God, hearing Sally fell. We were just talking about. because I slipped and I had gashed my, where is it? Right. Well, now it's getting better. It's scabbed. I walk in and out of my building and in and out of the stores. Yeah, that's what I do. I walk to the car. The only thing I'll do is I'll take Lily. When I have the golf cart, which is 3 days a week, I have the golf cart, which is really nice. Then I ride around the park and go to the dog park, and she just loves it. If we don't go to the dog park, I can let her out. Actually, I can sit outside in a chair, and she'll just wander around our yard. But then I take her with a leash, of course, and go towards. We have like it's not very far. I'd say it's a block where the garbage bins, the big bins are. And by the time I get around there, sometimes a little farther, I'm like, she's tired, she's panting. It's time to go home. Oh yeah, I had cotton on here. I took it off. I took it off, a couple hours later. Getting old's not easy. It isn't. And I want to do a good job of it. And that is why my hands look like my mom's. Oh yeah. And my breasts, everything. Everything has changed. Yeah, we made it this far. We made it far enough to my mom died at my age. That was the year she passed, 75. Yeah. So what do you do? Well, what I've done is gone on this carnivore, ketovore food plan so that I could mm, not just lose weight. That's a good thing, but I wanted to get rid of inflammation, any kind of aches and pains. My legs were starting to like what do you call it? Swell up from the salt or whatever. And as soon as I got on this carnivore kick, and I mean I did carnivore for the first couple weeks, and then I've added blueberries or I've added asparagus, you know what I mean? A veggie once a week. Maybe share it a couple days. Spinach. I feel so much better that way. I don't have the aches and pains. I don't get swollen at all. And yeah, but y- I got my blood test right here. So that's not going to do anything doing the elbow. Yeah, so my hands are getting wrinkled. I took a picture to show my nails, like when I first got them done. I looked at the hand on the picture, and I thought, oh wow, you could tell that's an older person's hand. And in my mind, I have a young spirit. I really do. And that's one of the really neat things about Second Life is that on Second Life, yes, I have a beautiful avatar. It's still me. I mean, I'm the one talking for it. I'm the one, but I get to be that whatever age, 30-year-old, 28-year-old gorgeous woman while I'm online. And Doug too. Doug gets to be this silver-haired, dashing guy, with a perfect body. And we know in real life we're older and we don't have the perfect bodies. And it's nothing like I'm nothing like that. I mean, I don't have beautiful red long hair, but I have a good time and it feels good to dance and not get tired. So yes, I fantasize. It's my imagination fantasy world. Oh yeah, Linda, you the Robert De Niro and Clint Eastwood are older, and Jack Nicholson. They got to be in their 80s. Look at Willie Nelson, you know. You know who's really, I mean, going to be 100 years old? Dick Van Dyke. And he said everyone that he was close to in his life is gone. I wonder what the lesson is that we're learning, and that when you lived in your 90s, you know, everyone that you've been close to has passed away. You know, it's like, whoa, what what is that? Why? You know, why does some go so young? I really love Dick Van Dyke. Yes. But I mean, it's, that's what he was saying, was that everyone he's known in his life that's close to him is gone. And I feel like, well, I still have some people, thank God, that I'm very close to, like my best friend Kathy and her husband Mark are very close. I've known Kathy since 1980. Another friend of mine is Chris. She's the one that, if you followed me long enough, yeah, I took my RV and stayed in Alabama 9 months when I first got it. And I couldn't leave. I didn't want to drive with the truck and pulling it. And she is from, at the time, Washington, state of Washington. She flew to Mobile, Alabama so that she could help me drive back. And I've known her since 1968. It's a long time. No way that you'll make it to 100. I don't know. I probably won't either. I don't know. I just want to just enjoy my life. So as long as I can walk, which is real important, as long as I can walk and I can make my own food and I can see well enough to, do what I need to do, I want to live. And I figured I'll try, losing 50 pounds. And I guess imaginary life on Second Life is so much better than the life in real time. That is, yeah, Max, actually. uh, my real life's fine, but it's very quiet, peaceful, and alone mostly. Um, and there's nothing wrong with that either. I'm not unhappy when I'm not on Second Life. I'm not even on Second Life very much anymore. The only time I go on there is to meet Doug. We go after he gets off work, and dinner. After dinner, we play games together and hang out until about 9 p.m. my time, and then he has to go to work in the morning, and I wind up logging off. So I'm not on that much. Weekends when he's off, if I can do it. So yeah, yeah, it's a shame that I have to go dancing on Second Life and not in real life. But in real life, I could not dance that long. I'd be tired. I don't even want to drive at night. I don't want to live that long if I'm not in good health. That's exactly what I was trying to say. If I take good care of myself right now and I want to lose at least another 30 pounds. Um, I really feel like half of my battle was just carrying around the weight. I have pretty slim legs, and it was carrying a lot of weight on top. And I just want to feel good. Clint Eastwood, 95, yeah. And nowadays people do live longer. You know, uh, it used to be that when you were in your 50s, you were considered senior old, 60s, you were dead. Now it's 90s, now it's 80s, 90s, and beyond. I don't know how much beyond, but you know, I never watch the award shows anymore. I don't watch much TV. I did watch The Golden Bachelor. I didn't like him, but I think he picked the right lady, or she picked him, whatever. I watched that. I watch movies. I watched a movie today, actually. Is Wicked a movie? Hi, Cynthia. Is it a movie or is it a series? Take care, Sharon. Enjoy your settlement and all that new stuff for you. A movie. I have it on Prime. I can see that. Is it good? I have to watch it. I noticed it was on Prime, Amazon Prime. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, I look good in my 50s. I actually met my husband, my true love of my life, when I was 50. And he was 50 also. And we were 6 months apart. And he and I waited, we were married 5 years later. So I didn't rush, but I was in good shape. Even though I was heavy, I was younger. I could have, I had more energy. Like that's the bottom line. Right, Cynthia. I know that was the Wicked was on TV. I mean, on Broadway. Clint Eastwood, yeah, he had a good life. He lived in a beautiful area of Northern California, Carmel. Ms. Wonder what I look like, what I could look like if I worked on myself again. You know what? I hadn't worked on myself in a lot. I hardly ever. I've been working on myself. I have been working on myself, and it feels good. And if I don't work on myself, there's nobody going to work on me or help me. I have to help myself. And whatever, as long as I don't. That's what I was telling um God, what's her name? Sally. That's what I was telling Sally. I was like, I just have to be careful not to fall because when I hurt myself, I didn't really fall. I almost fell, and stopped me was my arm smashing against the corner of the wall there. So it stopped my fall, but one good fall and I'm done. And I have to go upstairs to go to my bed, and I have to go upstairs to from the car, and I have a little dog that counts on me. And that's the biggest issue that, like, if I have to go to the hospital, somebody's got to take care of Lily. God forbid I have to stay overnight, like what Linda you said she went through. So I'm not sure what exactly I'll do. That's great, Cynthia. That's a good thing that your grandparents lived that old. I bet you were very pretty. Yeah. Well, I look pretty young at 50. Let me show you a picture of, see if I can find them. Let's see. I don't know what I'm trying to do. What am I doing? Where's my pictures? Here's a picture of Sally and Lily when I was visiting her. That's Sally and Lily. I am having trouble showing it. Well, I've showed pictures of my husband and me. Forget it. Can't find it. You know what? You have a sweet doggy too. Well, don't beat yourself up too much, Cynthia, because even though you think I would regret everything that happens in our lives, I believe, really do believe it, that there's no mistakes. Even the mistakes are meant to be learned, lessons learned, bridges burned, once you do it. So don't be mad at yourself. Love yourself and say, you know what, you deserve love. You deserve love, and we all do. We all do. We all need positive affirmations. Every day you need to say to yourself, this is going to be a good day. I love myself. I'm going to be good. Well, we are all worthy of love and we are worthy of taking care of ourselves. Again, you're worth it. It doesn't take long. It does not take long to change. It really doesn't. It might take a couple weeks. Like if you change your food plan like I did, it does take a couple weeks. You really have to do it. You just have to go through it. But then it gets easier and then it gets really good. Now it gets like you go up and down. Life is a big circle. And I know that I normally would get off my food plan and get back into just eating whatever I want to eat. And I don't even gain fast. I gain a few pounds a month. Well, next thing you know, there's 20 pounds back on. And I'm not going to do that because I went 6 months. I can do this for another 6 months. I can do this. I just have to get through the holidays, and I will. We all going to get through the holidays. I don't know if I don't, I can't tell. And because of my hernia, I feel like my belly poofs out more. But I know I mean, everything's loose on me, but my belly poofs out. Just that one spot. I hate it. Good. Well, it's gotta work. God, it's gotta work. I used to eat sugar all the time and bread every day and, pastas every day. And I was bloated because when I look at myself from that, I do see where it's all puffed out. Um, and as you lose weight, your neck, it, getting old, you cannot hide the neck unless you can do surgery. And I'm not a big surgery person. I'm going to accept myself as I get older. You know, that part, I'm going to just accept that's what I'm doing. But I want to do it where I feel healthy. Like I'm still strong enough to get my own groceries, take my garbage out, wash my dishes, change my linens, which is really hard. Yeah, we don't always get what we want. I have to force myself to drink water. I really do. How many of these a day should I drink? Is two enough? Because that's about what I drink. I probably should drink three of them. Well, you guys, another Wednesday night. Come and go. It's hard to drink lots of water for me. Right, Sue, exactly. I don't want I don't want anybody having to take care of me because I don't have a lot of money. So without money, who's going to take care of you? It's one of those weird things about getting old in this country. There's not a lot of setup for older people. And who wants to go to a nursing home? Nobody. I don't know anybody that wants to go to a nursing home. It's been a good night. I don't know. I do drink at least one of these, sometimes two. I try to do two. I'll fill it. Anyway, when I'm drinking, I'm doing the best that I can do for now, one day at a time. And it works that way because if I think about it too much, it's too much. But I would love to go on a vacation. I haven't been on a vacation. I can't remember when I went on a vacation last. You know, I'd love to go on a vacation. I don't know. That's what I've got to, what do you call it when you, what, positive thinking, as you think, so shall it be. So I'm kind of conjuring up a vacation of some sort. And where would I go? I would like to go on a cruise. I would like to, because then everything's included. Or, um, I don't know. I told Doug that next winter he should come down here because he'll be retired. And I'm sure we could find him a cute little RV for the, couple months if he wanted to. That would be kind of fun. And I don't really want to go to Indiana, but I'd like to take a train ride. That would be kind of neat. I don't know. I really don't. I'd love to go to Vegas, but Vegas is completely out of my price range also these days. Like a nightmare. It used to be cheap to go to Vegas. You could go to Vegas for $50 a night, you know, not anymore. Where is that at? What's the name of that area? Cynthia said I should go to a fancy area in Texas with the beach and Victorian houses. I don't know where that is. Yes, Linda, you are in an area that's a really cool vacation area. You'll have to find out which YouTuber did. Brian, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. That's really kind. I do try to just really be myself. I'm myself all the time. I mean, the good, the bad, and the ugly, you know what I mean? Galveston. See, I've never been to Galveston. I've not been to Galveston. That is someplace I wouldn't mind seeing. That might be a neat thing to do for like a couple nights. It's not that far. It's a few hours away. He's a real nice man. I really have to say I like him as a person, as a good man. I just think that, neither one of us are ready for like that kind of thing. But but he's the closest I've come to even thinking about being with somebody. He's a really nice man. Yeah. And he's a good dad, and he loves dogs. He's got three dogs. I love animals. I would not be with somebody that didn't like dogs and cats, and birds and possums. I really love animals. And that they make me happy. They do. No, he's not from Buffalo. You're thinking about Dalton. Yeah, Dalton. No. Dalton's not a very nice man. He's very smart and he had a lot. He showed me a lot as far as his Second Life and making money on Second Life. But uh no, Dalton was from Buffalo, which is so weird. But That's what I thought. He was such a great guy, but you know what? He turned out to be um, a real sad, lonely man that doesn't have that many friends in his life at all. And I know why. I know, and he gets rescues and takes them in and loves them. He's from Indiana. Doug is from Indiana. I've never like I don't I don't this I don't know anything about really Indiana other than Midwest. Nice man. If that's the kind of people come from there, that's good. But I'm happy with my life like this. I really am. I just as long as I'm healthy enough and I can take care of myself and I'm good. Everything's too expensive. And I live in a like it probably the lower income, cheaper kind of areas in Texas, and it's still expensive. I'm really fortunate that I have the lot rent paid for in the electric. That's helped me a lot, which has enabled me to be able to fix things or go somewhere and have dinner. Well, you guys have really enjoyed our talk tonight, and I appreciate each one of you for coming in and being my friend. And if you haven't given me a thumbs up, please do. But I see that I've got 47 of them, so thank you for everyone that did that for me. I hope I see you all here next Wednesday. I am living fairly simply, yes. Sarah, Sue, Linda, Cynthia, Sally, friends, you'll hang out with me on next Wednesday, and I'll be putting out. I've got some editing to do to put a video together, and I'll be sending it out to you. Love you guys. Mwah. Good night. Be careful out there. Peace out.